Ta-da! Hi, how are you? Good to see everybody in here. How are we doing this afternoon? Are we getting everything ready? Are we staying on track? I'm trying. Y'all, I'm trying. It'll be fine. Yeah. Oh, man. What a day. My sleep is wonky. Anybody else out there having issues with their sleeping right now? It's like I'll be bone tired and I'll lay down and I'll go to sleep and my eyes will pop open and I'm like all energy all the time. And I'll have been asleep for 15 minutes. I don't know. I don't really want to take melatonin or anything like that. There's something that's going on that's got my sleep patterns messed up, y'all. It's probably thinking about all these recipes I'm working on. Why don't we say hi to our fine people that are in today? Let's see who has joined us, shall we? Hey, Jovita's here. Hi, Jovita. Hope you're doing well down there in South Texas. Debbie Drock is in. Hi, Debbie. How's everything going? Yeah, tell me, chores to do. Hey, look, Heather's here. Hi, Heather. She is driving to pick up my daughter from school today for an appointment with the Upward Bound. Far out. So I won't be in chat. She's here in spirit, though. So thanks for being here in spirit, Heather. There's Chris. I didn't hear from you today. What is up with that? It's okay. I understand. You needed to take a break. I get it. And let's see. So Rhonda Dodson is in. Hi, Rhonda. Welcome in. Thanks for joining us. Ann Parton, of course you are. The lovely Ann. Thank you for spending time with us. There's Diana. Urban Bucket Homestead. Hey, Diana. Bonnie Lemon is in the house. Say hi to Bonnie here, buddy. Judy Herman's in. Hi, Judy. Yeah, Debbie. Angie's Creative Studio. Hi, Angie. Hope you're all healed up and back to kicking butt in your studio, kiddo. I'm sending a lot of prayers up your way. Susan Gotchi. And I knew that, Susan. Golly, I am so sorry about that. Susan is the Urban Bucket Homestead. I'm sorry, Susan. Please forgive me. I'm trying really hard to remember all the names that go with the different channels. So I'm sorry if I mess up every once in a while. Yeah, Chris, Gus is right here with me. He has developed some kind of an allergy, and it has his coat looking not really great at all. I don't know what's going on, but I'm going to give him another bath with medicated stuff, and hopefully that'll take care of it. Oh, Angie got home today and she's feeling a little rough. Well, you're entitled to have a couple of rough days. You just went through something pretty extreme. Give yourself grace to heal. Everything will be waiting on you when you get back to it. Yeah, I was talking to my friend who lives out here. She's down the road and up the hill. I was talking with her this afternoon. She is my hero, y'all. You talk about somebody who goes through an extreme surgery and comes out kicking. Yeah, I just, she's just awesome. But anyway, we were way overdue for a catch-up session. So we had a good catch-up session. We'll probably drag it out a few more days because, what the heck. We're both pretty much retired. She doesn't have any slowdown to her. I don't know what, never mind. Forget I said the retired word. Oh, my mercy, mercy. So y'all, I don't know if he's going to be in here today, but keep our brother Troy Sutton, keep him lifted up. He goes in for his procedure tomorrow. So just keep him lifted up, that his surgeons are skilled and they get to the root of the problem and get him fixed right as rain. He went in for his hydration today. So when you see Troy, you can tell him in straight-faced, full honesty, full confidence that he is full of it, because he is. Tell him Lauren said so. Oh, goodness. So I started working on the Christmas menu. Y'all, have you priced hams? I am sympathetic and I am empathetic to all those of you who are forced to live on what the grocery stores sell you. We're fortunate here. You know, deer roasts, young boar. We've got stuff that we can throw on the smoker anytime. And people think it's exotic. We call it living off the land. And no, you will not find kale on our plates here. No. Or quinoa. No. Nope. But yeah, so Joel thought he was going to have all this time off between Christmas and New Year's. That changed abruptly today. Because there's Paul Honeyman. We missed you Friday night, Paul. Hope you're doing well. So it changed abruptly. All these contracts, these government contracts are coming in and there's no time to stop. So they're going to be running pretty much a skeleton crew. So he gets off Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, and he gets off New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. That's it. Which is okay. We don't have children. We don't have human children. It's a whole thing. So he'd rather take it than a guy who's got family be forced to take it. So he's doing it. And I don't mind. I mean, it just, for us, Christmas is all about the little ones. It's about the kids. It's about families getting together. It's about fellowshipping and all of that. We'll have plenty of time to do all that stuff. It's just, we're more flexible with how we use our time in that regard, so that we can give others the chance to be fully vested with their kids and their families. There's Diana. Okay, so for real, that is Diana. Diana is in. So what, Paul? Were you ill, baby doll? You picked up the new flu strain. I was just looking at the United States flu map, and Arkansas, there are like next to no cases presenting. It's us and Oklahoma, golden. But up in Missouri and down in Louisiana, Texas, yeah, it's running around. So I hope you get over it fast, Paul. In bed with the shakes. Oh, Paul, that's just miserable. Yeah. I see little Pecker Home is in. Hello, Bob. Great chatting with you this morning. Yeah, he's a fun guy, man. If you have an ounce of patriotic blood running through your system and you are all about all the good stuff that makes us who we are, yeah, you'll like Bob. Chris, be sure you say a big hello to Bob, a little Pecker Homestead. Fire cider vinegar. Oh, Susan, care to send me that recipe? That sounds like something good to have on hand here. That'd be good. Well, David Glunt is in the house. All right, y'all, it's a party now. And I'm sorry, but I had not notated on the video that dropped today for the subscriber of the week. The video that I drop tomorrow, that will be the one you're going to want to comment on. If you want to get in the running for super subscriber of the week, yay! For something special from our little stash. We're going to get that. And I've still got it. Connie, if you're watching, I didn't send yours out yet, but it's on the way, girlfriend. Yeah, David, you got yours a little earlier than the post office said you were going to get it. So that's good. I'm a huge fan of the sparkling ice because it's natural flavors. There's no artificial sweeteners or anything, and it's loaded full of antioxidants and B complexes. But this flavor is ginger lime. No. That's my taste. Maybe yours is different. Does not taste anything like ginger ale, which is what I was kind of hoping for. Kind of tastes like a rancid lime. That's a big nopey nope from here. Man, so Joel has been super busy out in the shop. Getting things made, getting things built, doing things, all the things. We focused this past weekend on decking the rest of the halls, making it merry and bright up in here. And we agreed, what does not get done this weekend doesn't get done. We're out of time. The living room looks great. I would show you, but then I would mess up the camera and the whole thing. And it's, anyway, we might, if we can figure out how to do it, we might do our live Friday night from the living room. That might be fun, right there by the fireplace, by the Christmas tree. We might do that. Yeah, elk bologna. Oh, man, that sounds so good. Y'all. Bob over here at Little Pecker Homestead. He has a setup that is amazing. He does all the smoked everything. And he shared with me a picture of all of his meats and things hanging and curing. And oh, man, I know whose brain I'm going to be picking. Because we're going to start making our summer sausage. And that's going to be a whole video right there. We're going to take you along for it. But I'm going to use a combination of meats. I'm going to use wild boar and I'm going to use deer. And I might toss in a little bit of buffalo. And we'll just see how that works out. Give it a whirl. Lay down, baby girl. Lay down. She says, I got an itch right now. Well, what are you doing? All of them are developing these skin allergies. I don't know what's causing it. There's nothing different in the environment. But yeah, she's been busting out with some skin allergies. I haven't changed their food. I do not know what's going on. If it's just, it could be that it's just abnormally dry. So I'm doing a medicated shampoo on everybody this coming up weekend. Oh, yay, me. What we need to do is get the addition done. We're putting addition on to the master, well, directly off the master bath. We've got to make the master bathroom big enough. I'm trying not to make it sound like a big, huge deal. It's not a big, huge deal. It's a little bump out addition, big enough for a large soaker tub. And the floor right around it, I want to do an epoxy seam. I want to do a deep pour resin because I think that's just going to look cool. I have a scene that we took from our drones where we're looking straight down over the pine trees at the pond, and the trees are kind of at an angle, and it's just the coolest shot. And I think that would look cool. Do that for the floor, have the tub set in there. So you're surrounded by all these, like you're up in the trees taking a bath, because there's nothing screwed up mentally about that kind of thinking. Anyway. Oh, David got his new tractor tires on. Okay. Well, hydraulic lines are easily replaced. They're pretty much standard size, aren't they? I seem to remember that from Dad's tractor days. That's going to be fun. I can't wait to see you put out a video on that. It'll be fun to see. Yes, please. Thank you, Jovita. If y'all would, if you're in here, hit that thumbs up. Not cheap, yeah. Yeah, hit the thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, please consider doing that. That helps our channel. It gets us out to the algorithm. We're starting to do a little bit better. We're still majorly throttled back. The algorithm hasn't quite picked us up. They made a bunch of changes, and I'm lucky if I'm getting 200 hits on a video. So if you guys would, please like, comment, and share our content out. Help us get up over the hump on the algorithm. Oh, and then, Friday night we go live, 8 o'clock Central. And that's Joel and I both. He's a stitch. He keeps me in stitches. He's a fun guy. Sure, you can tell a story if you want to, Ron. Do you want to come up on panel, or are you not equipped to do that? If you don't want to do that, I understand that, but yeah, you can tell us a story. We'll read it. However you want to do it. Well, I'm trying to think of some imaginative, unique, new, different side dishes for Christmas. Now, Christmas Eve is just fun. We do a whole plethora of appetizers, little snacky things like little bagel pizzas and what do you call little pigs in blankets? We do all kinds of little finger foods like that. And I'm going to make an artichoke dip. It is the bomb diggity, guys. Because that goes with vegetables, it goes with tortilla chips, it goes with bread, it goes with everything, crackers. I've got this little, it's a cast iron. It almost looks like a little cauldron, but I'll make that full of the dip and put that in the middle of a plate surrounded by a bunch of dippers. It's gone. Just gone. So yeah, I'm going to be making that. Oh yeah. Thanks for that, Bobita. Wait, look. What she says, this is important, guys. The videos that you want to comment on, and of course, I welcome all comments on all of our videos because you guys are amazing. But the videos, there's no secret, okay? It'll say right on the thumbnail. Comment for a chance to win Super Subscriber of the Week. You know, just leave your comment. Like it, subscribe. If you're not subscribed, we'd appreciate it. But leave a comment, and then we'll randomly select the comment. We'll send you a little something nice from our little merch stash. How about that? Do I see the link you're putting in? No, Paul, I'm not seeing a link anywhere, honey. I'm looking, Paul. I don't see any link from you. Okay, this is cool. He was telling me about this. So Bob is saying he ordered a muzzle brake for his new rifle. It left Missouri to Kentucky to Georgia, now in Florida. It's no wonder shipping is so high. My friends, the government got us. Yeah, we were just talking about that. So Joel had ordered something for me for Christmas. The origination was Houston, Texas. We're in Arkansas. We're just northeast of Houston. Okay. As of this morning, it was in New Jersey. It's en route to Florida. It's going to go back to Kansas City, down to Dallas, and then up here. Why is our postage so high, you wonder? They got a bunch of drunk midgets that don't know how to read or something. I don't know. Yeah, that's what they're doing, Bob. It's crazy. Okay, Paul, I'm still not seeing any kind of a link. Well, what in the world? I do not know, dude. Yeah. So it's a little windy here today, but it was a lot warmer today than it has been. I was outside with the dogs. It felt pretty good out there. It's too far out to trust the models at this point, but all the models are pointing to the fact that we're probably going to have an ice storm around Christmas. 'Tis the season for it. And I think this year, I think we're going to see harder weather than we've seen the last few years. We're overdue. Is my flag ripped? Oh, no. Okay, we're good. Okay, we're good. I was talking to a friend of mine. She lives up in Alaska. She and her husband are up in Alaska. And they had, I want to say like 10 days ago, there was a 5.6 magnitude earthquake. And the epicenter was pretty close to where they live. They're in Wasilla. And shook the house, didn't do any damage to them. Then they had this huge earthquake up around Juneau, real close to the Canadian border. It was a 7 point something. It was a big one. and they're having horrific winds. It's killing a lot of people. But she said she has friends who live there, who have been there their entire lives, and they've never seen the kind of weather they're experiencing this year. She said the winds were just abating last night down to about 45 miles an hour. And that's still pretty hefty if you think about it. There's Troy. There's my brother man. Right. Your dad's got nothing on the, what was it? Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants or something like that? Yeah, your dad's underwear. It's got nothing on them. We could write a screenplay about your dad's underwear. The travels of your dad's underwear. I'm just going to get out of that one. Yeah, Troy, you're never late. You're always right on time to the party. Oh, my mercy. Yeah, so tonight it's leftovers. Tonight is an easy dinner for me. It's leftovers. I made a huge lasagna last night. Yeah, lasagna. Yeah, that's what it is here too. Yeah, 50s. Now I'm going to guess it hit 60 here today. It felt like it. But it's breezy. That's okay too. I'll just tie a knot on the end of that rope there, Susan, because it's going to get you. The link is on YouTube. Bake a leg and let's dig it. Apple fire cider. Okay. Bake a leg and let's dig it. Apple fire cider. Okay. Thank you, Paul. I'll remember that. I will. I'll remember that. Oh, Debbie's got freezing rain on the way. Ew, boo, hiss. We don't like freezing rain any more than we like. No. Tell it to march itself right out of there. Just head out. Nobody got no time for that. So yeah, we're gonna head over to Mikey's and Liss's over there at Drifting Dreamers. Head over there this weekend. See what we can get hammered out. They're on that time crunch. So it's depending on, we're at the whim of Joel's company. They might say on Monday, yeah, we're not doing anything this weekend. We're done with inventory. We're not doing anything. And then Wednesday or Thursday afternoon, we're like, you know what? We do need to do. So you need to come in on Saturday, and it's mandatory. So we're kind of at the whim, but Mikey and Liz understand that. They know. Everybody around here who asks us for our help. And I feel bad about it because I'll say, oh, heck yeah, we're there. Count us there. But I have to constantly add the if he doesn't have to work. And he's been having to work a boat ton. Foxfire book series. I guess I'm not familiar with that, Troy. Foxfire. There was a Christian series about Foxfire something. And I know there's a military thing. Yeah, David, you and me both. Yeah, and he's a worker. There is no slack to that boy. And the more hustle he has to him, the more he's prone to hurt himself. And I don't mean that in any kind of a bad way. I love Mikey to death. But I worry about him because he gets to hustling so hard. He just goes into overdrive, and you have never, ever met another man who is more dedicated to their family than that man. That's what we love about him. And he's on a time crunch. He's on a time crunch. So it's all hands on deck. Yeah, Paul, he gets time off. He will not work on Sundays. If it costs him his job, he will not work on Sundays. Absolutely not. But it's hard to do 6 days on and 1 day off, especially when you're doing 10 and 12-hour days. That's hard. Tells of the old Appalachian ways of life. Nice. Wish I had all my tools at Mike and Liz's. We would have thrown that house together in a day. I know, right? If we had all the materials with all the know-how between, Kevin's been a huge help. Kevin is just an amazing human being. But with Kevin and David and Gary and us but it's important to Mike that he do this for his family. And he can only do what he can afford to do. He's like the rest of us. He's paying for it as he goes. So it's like materials don't just show up miraculously. But if there was one prayer that I would say, it would be that some miracle present itself to them in the form of building material. All the rest of the beams he needs for the dog track to be able to attach the two sheds together, that would be my prayer. That some mysterious benefactor shows up and they have everything they need to get it done. All the roofing material, everything. I really want to see them succeed on this, and they will. I would just like it to happen for them sooner rather than later. But that's just me. Yeah, Paul, and that was a very good thing. And they have those regulations here too. They if you have a CDL, you can only drive so long in a row, and I think it's 8 hours. I could be wrong. Look at here. Look at here. Sean's in the house, y'all. Hi, Sean. Hi, Kelly outside putting the tree up. And Charlene Grady made it in. Charlene, I got your card yesterday. Thank you so much for thinking of us. That just made my day. We got 3 Christmas cards yesterday, guys. Charlene's was one of them. That just makes us feel all happy. All right, so everybody's saying hi to Sean. Sean's saying hi to everybody. Oh, I'm only going to go about 45 minutes again today, guys. Number one, because it sounds to me like my hairy heathens need to go out again. And number two, I'm working on a project and I got to get it done. I get this one out of the way and then I start on my Christmas cards. I want to get my Christmas cards out prayerfully by this weekend. I sit at night when I'm editing, like when I'm waiting for files to render and that kind of thing. There's a whole lot of waiting that goes on when you're doing editing. I'm working on a video right now and have been for a couple of days, just editing it out. That's going to be the one that drops tomorrow. And while I'm doing that, I'm using my rubber stamps to stamp all of my envelopes that are going out because I made our Christmas cards this year. I made our Christmas cards and I made a bunch of other stuff. Yeah, it'll be at 45, Paul. Yeah, so another 10 minutes. I'll let you know. I'll let you know. See, Bob, I told you we had a lot of friends in common. He's a fun guy, you know. He lives in God's country out there. Yeah, Charlene, I heard it's going to get a whole lot colder too for you guys. Shorthanded Homestead is in the house. Hello, Melva and Donnie. I got it. It usually only takes me one time to mess it up, and then I get it. I lock in. Susan will be able to attest to that. I won't ever mess her up again. Yeah, that's got to be miserable. I remember, living on the shores of Lake Michigan. Man, I can remember when the waves would come crashing over, and if it was the right setup, the waves would literally freeze as they crashed over the roadway. There's Lakeshore Drive that ran right along the lake. And the waves would come up and it would be so cold they would just freeze and they would form like a tower over the road. They'd have to close the roads because that's a little dangerous. Yeah. I'm so glad I don't live near large water like that. I'm happy with my little pond. We don't get lake effect snow off of it. We don't get nor'easters off of it. We don't get anything but fish, as it should be. So y'all don't say anything to Joel, but I'm trying to work out a deal to get him a pontoon boat by this spring. Shh. Don't say anything. I don't know that I want to bite off any debt. So I'm trying to do as little debt as I possibly can. So I'm trying to work it out. There are no sharks in the pond. We don't have any snallagasters either. Although the alligator population in Arkansas is starting to creep northward. There are reports of alligators being spotted over at Lake Tenkiller in Oklahoma, as well as Eufaula Lake. What was that old saying? Because my mom had a pass little kids too when I was growing up, and I was the baby in the family, and she'd run through the whole gamut before she got to me, and I'd just be laughing. Yeah. Just don't say anything to him, though. It's a secret. It's a secret. Yeah, they're spotting alligators. So our property is butted right up to the Washita National Forest. In fact, it surrounds us here. There was an alligator spotted over in Lake Washita. I'm not going swimming over there anytime soon. My mom never had that issue with me being the eldest. My name was always first. Yeah, I know. Yeah. See, I was the baby in the family. She ran through all of them before she got to me. And by then she was just so flustered. She couldn't remember what she was mad at. you know. Well, Debbie, I think they're just exuberant about sharing news. That's all. You know, he's going to have to find out sooner or later because I'm not hauling it home. All right, Bob, have a good, safe, healthy rest of your day. And I look forward to hearing from you again. Thanks for coming in. I hope we didn't scare you off too bad. Don't you dare, Paul. Don't you dare. Yeah, so I'm in a hurry to get this project done. I'm a little impatient about getting it done. When am I not impatient? You know, God grant me patience. Right now, I'm pretty sure God looks down on me and he's just like this. I'm trying. I wasn't going to say anything, Bob, but I wanted to. Yeah, this is another one of my heroes. Bob's attitude. Yeah, cancer ran running, scared from him. They're like, we are not unpacking our bags in this guy's body. He mean, we're gone. Yeah, he beat cancer. I know. I have no patience with myself. I have the patience of a saint with everybody else. I do a lot of teaching and I have a lot of patience. I have zero patience when it comes to myself. I have myself held to a very high standard. And if I don't meet that bar that I set for myself, I'm quite mean to myself. Charlene made my peppermint patties. They turned out awesome. Simplest thing you'll ever make all year. That's awesome. I'm glad you tried them out. Yeah, I've been throwing things up that I hope you guys will find not intimidating and you know, not worrisome, but fun and easy, fast, festive, and enough for a crowd. I'm going to be working on a recipe coming up here on my homemade pretzels. Those are a showstopper. So we're going to have some fun making those. I have a new kitchen island, guys. The kitchen island that I've been using the last couple of videos, that's actually our meat processing cart. So it is now in its permanent home in the utility room. I really like having an island in the kitchen because the kitchen's so huge. So I have an island in there. I've repurposed a bunch of our furniture. That's what I was doing yesterday. So I was kind of taking it easy today because it was a lot of heavy lifting and a lot of moving parts and a lot of stuff. But I'm having to redo the top of my now kitchen island. I'm going to see if I can sweet talk my dearly beloved into making a stop on his way home this evening for something that I need for it. All of my countertops in there are white. And I'm thinking I want to go black on this top. Tell me what you think. Bake a leg and let's dig at apple fire cider. Okay. All right. Oh, yeah, that's right, Paul. Yeah, yeah. Your little grandbaby. Man, I pity the poor toddler that picks on her when she's like 3 or 4 years old. You'll handle that, won't you, Granddad? That's a little lady that'll be brought up, right? Get a toy pontoon boat and put it under. That's a good idea. I might could do that. Y'all, we're at 45 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get off of here. I thank all of you for coming in today, spending a little bit of your afternoon with me. We love and appreciate every single one of you. You guys are making this journey a whole lot of fun for us. And it is quite the trip, well, let me tell you. We appreciate you. Thanks for making it fun and positive. Oh, y'all, you know what we say. Keep looking up. Say thank you. Do that often. Thank you. He's at work. Keep your attitude of gratitude at all times in all things. Even during the tough times, guys, there's something to be grateful for. God bless you and keep you safe and healthy. And we will catch you on the flip. Be nice to each other. Be good to one another. And we will see you later. Thanks for coming in.